Hi guys, it's Loretta with Sparrowhawker Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Uh, it is absolutely gorgeous here today. 70 degrees and I don't know what all. Anyway. So I'm getting ready to start working on my next slow stitch block for myself. I have finished all of uh, the blocks for the collaboration. In fact, she should be getting it any day. So I was working on, I had started a project for myself before I got asked to do the collaboration, and I need to finish it. So, let's see. You guys have probably seen these. And this is this is the last one I did. Hang on. This is the first one. And then I think that's the second one, third one, fourth one, and I'm doing 6. And I'm also using some of my grandmother's feed sack fabric and some just some of her scraps that she's got laying around. So, and I'm also throwing on a few things that are sentimental to me, like this and this. This heart is very sentimental. On here, it was this old piece of fabric here, and then this heart here. So, but like I said, this fabric is from my grandmother, and so is this, and so is this. So, you know, so I'm trying to use up some little scrappy things that otherwise they're just going to sit in a drawer, you know, if you don't actually use them. So I have a few other things that I want to add onto the blocks. One is this heart that my mom crocheted and made like years and years and years ago. And my mother is no longer with us, so I would like to put one of these on one of the blocks. This, which was my grandmother's. It's a little locket. Don't know if you can see that. I think it's from the 1940s or 50s, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so you can see kind of the heart theme thing going on here. And then, I don't know, I might put this on too. This is actually my medal that I got from the Daughters of the Union Veterans whenever I joined that, like years and years and years ago. Because yes, I've done that kind of thing. People roll their eyes at me and they're like, "You did what? You joined what?" Anyway, oh, and then this button here is actually made out of polymer clay, and it was made by one of my crazy quilters that comes to the retreat every year. So she made this button. So it's polymer clay, I think, and she puts like a doily on it and to get this thing, and then she bakes it, and of course she puts the holes in it for the, you know, so I also want to use that. So I probably won't actually get any stitching done today, but I just thought maybe I would bring you along so you could kind of maybe see my thought process. And here's the next piece of batting. Yep, that's right. And I will admit that I do a lot of my fabric auditioning before I turn the camera on, because I mean I'm going through boxes and bags and piles of stuff, and it takes me like forever just to narrow it down to something like this. So all right, so this is a piece of my grandmother's fabric, and then I also have these are hers as well. These are shirting. It's old shirting material from the 1940s, 50s, something along that line. So I thought maybe I would use, I'm kind of going with a pink and blue theme in this. So I might use like this. I really like this. I think this, I might use that. And I don't know, maybe one of these. And I am not really sure like what, they all have this little notch cut out of them. So I am not really sure what these came from, but they were hers. So I'm going to use that. I've got some old, all that's left on these are the old hooky things, just there's nothing else left on the package. So I think I might just line these up somewhere on this block. And then I have heart that came from one of my cutter quilts, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm doing 6 blocks, so I think I'm gonna do hearts, these kind of quilted hearts on 3 of them. So I think this will go on the last block, I'm pretty sure, which means I'm probably gonna use this one on this block. I don't know. And I don't know if I like this really dark ribbon here or not. I'm considering just taking the ribbon and this button off completely and just having it be the embroidery, because this really clashes with pretty much everything else. I got this old piece of pink tatting I think I'm going to use. I've got some cheesecloth I'm going to use. And then I've got this piece of, this was a white piece of fabric that I dyed with avocado. And I actually really like the way that turned out, so I might use that. This is a piece of fabric that I stamped that I might also put on here. I haven't decided. This is an old piece of a handkerchief. I actually used this in my very first fabric book. So this is all that's left of it. It's very sheer. It's perfect for like layering. You know, like I could put it over top of this and you can still see the fabric through it. So I might use that. I don't know if I'm going to use this big a piece. I might actually just use this piece. It is stained, but that's okay. I really don't care when it comes to this. And for this particular project in general, because I'm kind of going for this kind of old look. I've got some Civil War reproduction fabric here in this nice brown. I love brown. I know a lot of people don't like brown, but I love it. And I've got some yo-yos that I've made already. I've also got some circles sitting here that I might make some other yo-yos with. I've got this bird that I have cut out of an old cutter quilt that I am going to use on this block, pretty sure. I have, in my Etsy store, I have the cutter quilt pieces. I've got like a bird, and then I've got, let's see, the little packages come with like a bird and a heart and then just a square piece and then a smaller heart. And that's how I'm selling them, the 4 pieces in a kit. But they each one have a bird. I think he's adorable. So, and you know, I mean, this one, since it's 2-tone on the back, he probably will go this way. So I think I'm going to use him, and I'll use the heart in the next one. I got a little piece of crocheted flower here, although this is really, really bright, so I might have to ink this up or something. And then I've got this, this came off of, I don't know how many of you are actually quilters, but you get your jelly rolls, which are 2.5-inch strips of coordinating fabrics, and they usually come tied with something. And this this came off of one that I bought. It's Moda brand, so I tea dyed it. Actually, I might have coffee dyed this. So anyway, I think that's going to go in there. And then I got a couple other small pieces. Got this little blue piece. I've got these little squares I might do something with. I also coffee dyed those. I've got this blue piece of material. This is new, but I tea stained it. This is old. I might use this. If not on this block, I'm probably going to use it on the next block. It's just an old piece of embroidery that I cut off of a bigger piece that had a bunch of holes in it. And then this came off of a set of pillowcases. I have 2 of these. This came off of a set of pillowcases that were actually my great grandmother's. And she had made them, she had made the pillowcases from a piece of her, I don't know, it was some kind of an underskirting or something that she had. So, so this is probably 100 years old, if not older. And the pillowcase itself just had holes. It had finally, I used them every day on my bed, and I didn't use them to sleep on, but I used them for decoration. But anyway, they just finally got to the point where they just had tons of holes in them. But the embroidery is still in really good shape. So I cut them up. My daughter literally has heart failure every time I cut something up. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? But, you know, they were getting to the point where I couldn't use them as pillowcases because they had holes in them, and what was the point? So this way I can recycle them and put them in something else. So I'm excited about that. All right, so that's kind of what I'm going to use in this. So now I'm just going to start kind of auditioning fabrics. I mean, I've already auditioned fabrics to get it down to this point, but now I'm going to start actually, you know what I'm trying to say? Actually decide like what I'm going to put where. I'm probably going to iron this also before I put it down because it's got creases in it. I don't want the creases. So, I don't know. I might do that there. Maybe this here. Maybe that there. So I hope everybody is doing well. I have been behind because, well, the grandson made his appearance, and he's such a cutie. He's doing really well. He was a whopping 8 pounds, which I say whopping. I mean, my oldest daughter, her last son was 9 pounds, and she's tiny. But this is my second daughter, and her other 2 kids have all been under 6 pounds. So this guy was just very unexpectedly large. Like nobody was expecting him to quite be that big. So, yeah, anyway, he was adorable, or he is adorable. He still is adorable. Let's put it that way. So I can't decide if I just want to use the fabric from this on the block, or if I want to use, you know what? Yeah, I can't decide if I want to use just this whole thing, or if I want to cut off the embroidery or the crochet trim and just use the fabric. I can't decide. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm not going to use this part. I think I'm just going to use the fabric part. And I might use the crochet part on the bottom of the wall hanging. So I'm doing, yeah, and this is my grandmother's cross too, so that was the other thing that was on here. So I'm going to do 2 rows of 3, and this is going to be a wall hanging. So I could use this trim. I think there's enough of it. There might be enough just here even to put along the bottom of the bottom row. You know, like I'll have 3 and then 3. And I could put this along the bottom of the bottom row, and it would hang down then. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this off. Now, of course, I'm going to add buttons and probably a few beads because I just can't not put beads on stuff. They're so pretty. It's really funny because my mother-in-law is like this amazing, amazing bead artist. I mean, she's just phenomenal. And I used to see her, her finished products and just be like, wow, you know, I want to do that so bad, but I just really didn't think that I was capable of making that kind of stuff. And so one of the reasons I started crazy quilting was because I just wanted an excuse to buy beads and put them on something. Oh my God, isn't that funny? And so then about 2 years after that, I started actually beading, and I've made almost every piece of jewelry you see me wear, I made, and I have other videos up on some of my beaded stuff. But now I'm kind of down to basically the only beading I do anymore is whenever I do like the cabochons for a piece or something. And I do still do the tapestry kind of beadings. And I don't really know why, other than, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just because of COVID. I haven't really gone anywhere to wear any jewelry, but the other thing is all of our bead stores have closed. I feel like, you know, Bead and Button went out of business, the magazine. They no longer do the show that they used to do. And then here, and I live in a major metropolitan area, and every one of our bead stores is gone. There is a hobby shop that still carries jewelry making stuff and some beads, but yeah, not like an actual bead store. And I don't know, it just kind of like, I feel like there's no real bead community. There's no way to get, like, you know, new patterns, and I don't know, I just kind of lost interest, I guess. But I love beads. They're just so blingy and pretty and that kind of thing, you know. All right, so I'm gonna use this. I will say, what's the one thing I really love about the old fabrics is that they tear so well. I love the way they tear. All right, so I kind of want to use the white at the bottom because I'm going to have this bird up here. But maybe I'll do something like that. I haven't decided. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm trying to finish some journals to get put up in my Etsy store. I was just gonna do some small, simple journals, you know, nothing super fancy. But I've kind of gotten disrupted, so every now and then. All right, so I think I'm going to save this for the last block. Okay, and this, I am going to take this off. This doesn't, I like the button, but I just don't like that ribbon. So I'm going to take that off. And now, you guys can do this with anything that you find. It doesn't have to be heirlooms if you don't want it to be. You know, anything you find at the flea market or a garage sale, or in England they call them boot sales, antique stores, secondhand shops. So I know here in the States we have Goodwill, and we have Salvation Army, and there's another one that we have, I can't think of what it's called, that are secondhand stores. So, you know, anything you find there, you know, just alter it, cut it off if you don't like it. And I mean, this happened to be made by my mom, but you know, cut it off if you don't like it, and, you know, do what you want with it. it's kind of a, you know, my background is originally in regular quilting. And in regular quilting, there are very strict rules and strict, like, you know, everything, your points have to match, everything has to be just perfect. And they're just kind of like unspoken rules that you just don't break in regular quilting. And so this was kind of hard for me at first, was to sort of think this way, you know? Okay. No, I don't want that. I had 2 hearts down at the bottom then. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. You can just did you hear my dog upstairs on the floor? That's hilarious. I just wanted you to kind of get an idea of how I was going to do this. I also might put down some cheesecloth under here, or I don't know, I might even, maybe I will use this. Maybe I'll use it like that. I don't know. But anyway, all right. So the next time you see this, it should be done. I will have stitched the heck out of it. So anyway, you guys want to take a look? So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I have some other feed sack cloth that's not my grandmother's, some feed sack fabric that I might actually do in a completely different project. I don't know. I'm kind of like starting to think about other projects because this one's almost finished. I don't know if I like that. Might put that like that. I don't know. Anyway, okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. I need to finish my next crazy quote block. I'm almost done with it. I can't believe that, like, I should just finish it, you know. I should just spend like an entire month or two and just do all 5 blocks that are left for me to do. And then, do you guys ever notice how, like, I can't say goodbye? Have you noticed that? Like, I'll be like, okay, guys, and then I talk for like another 5 minutes. I do that in real life too. It drives my husband crazy. Like, literally, like, I think he's gonna lose his mind sometimes. But anyway, okay, all right. I think that's good for now. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope this helped you guys get an idea of how to sort of like break a blank page, only it's fabric, not paper. But this is kind of how I start, just kind of, I might put some lace down here as well. And so you'll be able to see whenever I finish it. Yeah, this won't be everything that goes on the block, but I just wanted you to see how how I play with the fabrics or whatever. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.